Darlin on 96.3 KH Country, El Paso's #1 for new country. I'm Amber Banda, and right now, hopefully to get you to at least smile a little bit, here is Not Headline News.
This is Not Headline News. Cher will be the musical guest on Saturday Night Live for the first time in 40 years. To research that story, I had to turn back time. The theme for the 2026 Met Gala will be costume art. A big change from last year's theme, rich people looking stupid. 83% of Americans prefer fake Christmas trees. They're like real Christmas trees, but they call you fat behind your back. And 70% of music fans prefer going to a concert over sex. Because once you factor in the Ticketmaster fees, you're screwed either way. This is Not Headline News with Amber Banda on 96.3 KH Country. Is the season. Live with the iHeartRadio app and on your radio. To Sunny 99.9, El Paso's home for holiday music.
This report is sponsored by ChumbaCasino.com.
Mesa Street from Wyoming to Desert Boulevard, looking at a 4-minute delay in both directions. Also getting some slowing on Montana eastbound from Yarborough to Joe Battle. Going to see a 4-minute delay there as well. And Montana eastbound from Terracity Road to Waco Tanks Road is seeing a 3-minute delay at this time. Still keeping an eye on that accident off right on Loop 375 northbound at Liberty Expressway. I'm Lauren Phillips, El Paso Traffic.
Hey guys, it is Ryan. For years, Chumba's been setting the bar for online social casino fun, and it just keeps getting better. With new games released every week and daily bonuses to collect, the fun never stops. So claim your welcome bonus now at ChumbaCasino.com. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 21 plus.
Brought to you by El Paso Electric, transforming the energy landscape.
Let's be real, Texas. Round here, egg salad isn't egg salad unless it's made with Miracle Whip. You know it, your neighbors know it. Heck, everyone from Amarillo to Brownsville knows it. That tangy zip of Miracle Whip doesn't just jazz up bland dishes. It's the reason you never have leftover egg salad. So here's to you for keeping it bold, keeping it zippy, and keeping Miracle Whip right where it belongs. In all your favorite recipes. Buy Miracle Whip at your local grocery store and get your tang on, Texas.
At Bank of America, we asked our teammates, what makes this company a great place to work?
There's very little that you can't accomplish working for Bank of America.
If you prove yourself, you can try over in a totally new way.
You can learn so much here. You're the owner of your career.
See how our teammates are growing in their careers at bankofamerica.com/great place to work. What would you like the power to do? Bank of America, proud to be an equal opportunity employer.
Running a business means wearing multiple hats. So if you're like me, you've probably started out using your personal phone.
Because I've just signed the bill to release the Epstein files. As everyone knows, I asked Speaker of the House Mike Johnson and Senate Majority Leader John Thune to pass this bill in the House and the Senate respectively. Because of this request, the votes were almost unanimous in favor of passage. In my direction, the Department of Justice has already turned over close to 50,000 pages of documents to Congress. Don't forget, the Biden administration didn't turn over a single file or page related to Democrat Epstein, nor did they ever even speak about him. Democrats have used the Epstein issue, such as it is, which affects them far more than the Republican Party, in order to try and distract from our amazing victories, including the great, big, beautiful tax cut bill, strong borders, no men and women's sports or transgender for everyone, ending DEI, stopping Biden's record of setting inflation, lowering prices, biggest tax and regulation cuts in history, ending...
Starting with a free in-home design consultation and product selection.
Here are some custom designs and samples.
After you pick your style, we do the demo and installation.
Shutdown disaster. For years, our great nation has had to endure Russia, Ukraine, Ukraine. Impeachment hoax number 1, impeachment hoax number 2, and many other Democrat-created witch hunts and scams, all of which have been so terrible and divisive for our country, and have been done to confuse, deflect, and distract from the great job that Republicans and the Trump administration are doing. This latest hoax will backfire on the Democrats just as all the rest have. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Make America great again. That is a fantastic statement. A fantastic statement. It really is, and it does sum it all up. I want to swing into the Gettysburg Address that I promised you some time ago. 162nd anniversary of the Gettysburg Address. Now tell that to family and friends. Nobody else will remember that. Sad, isn't it? How important that battle was and the effect it had on the nation. Just sad. 7 years ago, our fathers brought forth on this continent a new nation, conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal. Now we're engaged in a great civil war, testing whether that nation or any nation so conceived and so dedicated could long endure. We're met on a great battlefield of that war. We've come to dedicate a portion of that field as a final resting place for those who here gave their lives that that nation might live. It's altogether fitting and proper that we should do this. In a larger sense, we cannot dictate, we cannot consecrate, we cannot hallow this ground. The brave men living and dead who struggled here have consecrated it, far above our power, our poor power to add or detract. The world will little note nor long remember what we say here, but it can never forget. It can never forget what they did here. It's for us, the living, rather to be dedicated here to the unfinished work, which they who fought here have thus far so nobly advanced. And then it goes on, one more paragraph. In fact, everybody remembered what he said there. He thought it was, at the end, it was poorly accepted and so forth and so on, when in fact, it was celebrated as a fantastic speech. Right now in Ukraine, too many elderly people are trapped in unbearable poverty. Like Galina is a 96-year-old Holocaust survivor who spent her entire life in the same village except when she was in a concentration camp. She's sick and alone, and now it's bitter cold. Today, like every day, she has to endure and make a decision whether to spend what little money she has on food, medication, or heating. The Bible tells us that when you bless elderly people living in poverty, like Jelena, Holocaust survivor, you will receive blessings in return. Through the International Fellowship of Christians and Jews and your generous tax-deductible donation, you can bring hope to those in need. Your gift of just $25 will help provide a food box packed full of life-saving essentials that will help feed an elderly Jew struggling to survive. Don't delay, folks. Your gift today to the International Fellowship of Christians and Jews will help provide the life-saving food and hope that Jelena and many like her so desperately need. Please rush your gift. They need it immediately. They really do. These folks are on the ground there in the mission. 844-866-IFCJ. 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 Go online at levinforthefellowship.org. All right. It's fantastic people. If you can help them out, I hope you will. Boy, it's been a packed program this evening. I want to thank you very, very much. We're going to have another one tomorrow night. Same place, same time. We salute our armed forces, police officers, firefighters, emergency personnel, our truckers, the men and women in Ukraine, the men and women in Israel. You, the American people, red-blooded Yanks. God bless each and every one of you. I'm blessed that you're here. Thank you so much. Keep hope alive. Somebody once said that. See you tomorrow. Be well.
News Radio 690, KTSM.
You know what your customers are doing right this second? The exact same thing you are.